Hello, welcome to Daily News from Ajayat TV. Scholarly meetings of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi during nights of Ramadan. Another session of the scholarly meetings at the house of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Qom was held during the holy month of Ramadan. During this session, several senior scholars, clerics, and seminarians asked their questions on Islamic beliefs, history, and law. The dear viewers can tune in these scholarly meetings every night at 10:30 p.m. Qom local time, live on Marjayat TV and other Shia TV networks, as well as the Al-Shirazi application. Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi meets notable Kuwaiti family in Ramadan. Sayyid Ahmed Shirazi, the son of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Hussein Shirazi, met with a group of members of the Al-Askari family. This meeting took place as part of the Shirazi's visits to various personalities in Kuwait during the blessed month of Ramadan 2023, and the attendees benefited from his recommendations. Commemorations of Nights of Qadr in Kuwait. Imamain al-Qadim wal-Hadi Mosque, affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kuwait, hosted hundreds of believers for night vigils during the auspicious Nights of Qadr in this year 1444. These believers participated in morning ceremonies commemorating the martyrdom of the leader of the believers, Amir al-Mu'mineen Imam Ali, peace be upon him, and revived the Nights of Qadr. Imamain al-Qadim wal-Hadi Mosque is one of these centers associated with the religious authority, and it operates under the supervision of Sheikh Yusuf Mullah Hadi, who is one of the representatives of the Grand Jurist. Activities by Baraka Association in Holy Karbala. Al-Khair wal-Baraka Cultural Association in Karbala, like other centers affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi worldwide, carried out various religious and cultural activities during the month of Ramadan. This institution gathered dozens of believers daily through organizing Quranic recitation sessions, special supplications for the blessed month of Ramadan, as well as holding ceremonies to commemorate the birth of Imam Hassan and the passing of Lady Khadija, peace be upon them, and the martyrdom of the leader of the believers, Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon him, and reviving the Nights of Qadr. Al-Khair wal-Baraka Cultural Association is one of these centers associated with the religious authority, with its main headquarters located in Baghdad. Misbah al-Hussein Foundation revives Nights of Qadr in Holy Karbala. Misbah al-Hussein Foundation in Karbala, under the supervision of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, organized the revival of the Grand Nights of Qadr, Laylatul Qadr, in the Husayniya of Lady Ruqayya, peace be upon her, during Ramadan 1444, along with conducting Quranic and belief classes, especially designed for children held in this Husayniya. This program also included the participation of dozens of attendees in the revival ceremonies of the Nights of Qadr. Qasrul-Zahra Husayniya honors Nights of Qadr in Holy Kadhimiya, Iraq. On the night of the 23rd of the blessed month of Ramadan, the revival ceremony of the third night of Qadr was held by the women's section of the Grand Husayniya of Qasrul-Zahra, one of the centers affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Kadhimiya. Hundreds of women attended the ceremony, and while mourning the martyrdom of the Amir al-Mu'mineen Imam Ali, peace be upon him, they participated in reviving the Night of Qadr and performing special rituals for this auspicious night. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi honors Night of Qadr in Basra. The revival ceremony of the 23rd night of Ramadan, coinciding with the Night of Qadr, was held at the office of the esteemed religious authority Ayatollah Sayyid Hussein Shirazi in the city of Basra. The ceremony was attended by a number of religious personalities and dozens of believers who mourned and commemorated the martyrdom of the commander of the faithful, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, through mourning rituals. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi mourns martyrdom of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, in Beirut, Lebanon. On Thursday, the 21st of Ramadan, a morning ceremony commemorating the martyrdom of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, was held at the office of the esteemed religious authority Ayatollah Sayyid Hussein Shirazi in the city of Beirut, Lebanon. This ceremony began with the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by recitation of Ziyarat Aminullah and Ziyarat Ashura, and then the attendees benefited from the speeches of Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash, a representative of the religious authority. Later, the participants listened to the speeches of Dr. Abdul Qadir Yusuf Tarnani, a professor at the Lebanese University, and Sheikh Ali Sawar and Sheikh Hassan Shahin. Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi donates food packages to clerics in Lebanon. Sheikh Jalal Ma'ash, the representative of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, announced the distribution of food aid packages in the city of Beirut, Lebanon, among the Shia community of this country. This annual initiative takes place during the blessed month of Ramadan, and dozens of Shia families in various regions of Lebanon, as well as many religious scholars, benefit from it. The donated food aid packages from the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi include essential food items, red meat, and cash money. Representative of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi attends religious ceremonies in Bahrain. Sheikh Abdul Shahid al-Satrawi, the representative of the esteemed Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, participated in the revival of the Laylatul Qadr, the Night of Decree, among the believers in Khawja Mosque in Bahrain. A large gathering of Shia Muslims and followers of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them, performed the acts of worship for the Laylatul Qadr and mourned the martyrdom of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, in the presence of the representative of the Grand Jurist. World Day of Al-Askari Imams celebrated by Wila Wal-Fida Society. Tens of thousands of Shia Muslims and lovers of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them, gathered in the holy city of Samarra on last Friday of the blessed month of Ramadan to commemorate the World Day of support for the Al-Askari Imams. This large envoy of Wila Wal-Fida Wal-Fat, affiliated with the Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, arrived in Samarra to commemorate this occasion. This pilgrimage convoy is the largest and the first to visit Samarra, specifically for the pilgrimage of the holy shrines of the two Imams and to express support for these two revered Imams after the crimes committed by the terrorists of Daesh. According to the announcement of the PR office of the Grand Jurist, more than 14,000 pilgrims were sent to Samarra this year. This convoy successfully visited Samarra for the 15th time on the last Friday of the blessed month of Ramadan. Fatima Zahra Institute distributes Iftar dinner to needy in Kabul, Afghanistan. On the evening of Thursday, 22nd of Ramadan 1444, hundreds of Iftar packages were distributed among the needy in Kabul, Afghanistan by Hazrat Fatima Zahra Complex, affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi. This action was carried out in collaboration with a group of benefactors to commemorate the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, on the third night of Qadr. Imam Shirazi Foundation honors Night of Qadr in Canada. The ceremony of commemorating the third night of Qadr and the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, was held on the night of the 23rd of Ramadan at Imam Shirazi Foundation in Montreal, Canada. Dozens of Shia Muslims and followers of the AhlulBayt, peace be upon them, attended the event and benefited from its programs such as congregational prayers, iftar banquet, recitation of the Holy Quran, speeches, and morning rituals performed by Sheikh Saleh Sibvey. AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center mourns martyrdom of Imam Ali, peace be upon him, in Baghdad. The AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center in Baghdad, Iraq, was one of the relevant centers associated with Grand Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi during the days of the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, and the nights of Qadr. This center hosted believers in general, and especially the youth of Baghdad, by holding commemorative ceremonies during which they mourned and revived the nights of Qadr with the participation of dozens of believers. AhlulBayt Center honors Night of Qadr in Madagascar. The AhlulBayt Center in Mahajanga, Madagascar, which is affiliated with Grand Ayatollah Shirazi, hosted dozens of believers, both men and women, with various programs on the blessed night of the 23rd of Ramadan. The activities of this center started with congregational prayers, followed by iftar for the fasting believers. The programs of this center included recitation of the Holy Quran, special supplications for the month of Ramadan, religious speeches, recitation of the Jawshan Kabir, morning ceremonies in commemoration of the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, peace be upon him, and performing special acts of worship for the nights of Qadr. Activities of Public Relations Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Holy Kadhimiya, Iraq. During the days of the martyrdom of the Master of the Pious Amir al-Mu'mineen, Imam Ali, peace be upon him, the Public Relations Center of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Husseini Shirazi in the holy city of Qazvin engaged in religious and cultural activities. By setting up a tent to address religious issues, this center hosted pilgrims of Imam Kadhim, peace be upon him, and provided them with religious and cultural services. Answering religious and belief-related questions, Distributing the works of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi and expressing his guidance were among the activities of this tent. Najaf Preaching Department donates food packages to needy in Kufa City, Iraq. The preaching unit of the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Najaf distributed dozens of livelihood packages among the needy in the city of Kufa. These livelihood packages included various essential food items for families and were prepared in collaboration with Misbah al-Hussein Foundation in Karbala. This initiative was carried out during the blessed month of Ramadan in accordance with the religious authorities' recommendations to support the needy.